So a couple things right off the bat. This is kind of first-person shooter style with WASD keys are your movement keys. A big button that you're going to utilize a lot is the tab button. So you'll notice now my mouse is appearing and I can't move anymore. So this is helpful for when I want to do things inside my inventory, and I can use the mouse to click and move things around. So tab is going to toggle between this and then toggling through my free look move. So you're going to be utilizing that quite a bit. Another Spacebar is going to be your jump. There is a sprint, so shift is going to be your sprint, and you'll notice down here, kind of towards the bottom of the screen, this yellow bar that's going down. This is your soft stamina, so you can run out of it of sprint, and if it does get to 0, you kind of run out of breath and you're just kind of stuck there for a few seconds. The C key, so the letter C here, that's going to toggle your first-person view and your third-person view. I spend most of my time in the third-person view. Again, let's see what else. I is going to bring up your inventory, and you can use these buttons here to kind of lock that in place, so it'll kind of stay up there as I, let's see, maybe it's not on yet for some reason, I don't know. Also, you can change all of your bar settings. You can change the opacity of them. I set mine at 40. You can set it up to wherever you want. 40s to me works, so I'm going to use that. And then typically you could be able to lock these screens. There you go. So now when I hit tab, that's still going to show up there, and I can always kind of see what's inside my inventory. I just like to kind of have that open. Letter T is going to bring up your ragdoll. So I mentioned earlier, like equipping things. So this is going to be the way that you're going to be able to equip some of your items. So if I wanted to, equip this burlap sack, I've got a few options. I could left click it, drag it over, and you'll see that kind of highlighted area. That's like, okay, well that's where I can put this piece of clothing. And now if I click the T button, I can kind of show you what I have. And right now I'm clicking the V key, and the V key is kind of this free look button to where I can kind of look all around the camera around me. Then I let it go and I'm back to here again. Other ways, so I can put this back in my inventory by left clicking and dragging it in. I can also right click on this item, and you'll notice there's an option here to equip. I could click equip and then I put it on. I could drop this on the ground if I wanted to, so just take it off there, and now it's on the ground. So if I drop it on the ground, and typically there's a bag that would show up that would kind of show, there it is, couldn't find it. So there's that bag right there of this item that I just dropped on the ground. So if I wanted to, I could mouse over it, I could open up this bag, and I would see that, oh look, there's the loincloth that I just dropped. Also, it looks like I've been given some fried salmon along with my 2 cookies. So I did mention earlier there is food in the game, so it's kind of nice to just start off with that. Another big one here is the F10 key. F10 key is going to bring up your UI, user interface, kind of, how you want to manipulate it, however you want to kind of move around some of the items. So I kind of have already set mine up. This isn't what it would look like when you first come in, but basically I just kind of set it up how I like it. I've got my action bar down here. I've got my kind of chat, local chat and global chat here. I've got my systems over here in the bottom left, and then here's my character screen, which shows me like if I'm wounded or if something's wrong with me. This right here on the left where my mouse is at is my hunger level right now, so it's got 97 attached to it. And then this will show messages, so when I start doing things, it'll kind of show up the messages of things happening. So that's the F10 key. Also, like what I have targeted, and if I have any effects on my character, they'll show up there in this box as well. So that's another one, kind of being able to change that. And again, you can if you hover over the corner of them, you can make these bigger, make them smaller, and just change them however it is that you feel comfortable with. M is going to pull up our map, and so right now I can't really do anything with the map because I'm in my free look mode, or my third person mode. So if I hit tab and I go, now I'm with my mouse key, I can look at this map. I can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out. I can click my character screen and that takes me back to where I am. There's an elevation map if you want to look at the topography of what's going on here, or I can go back to normal mode, click back to where I am. So I'm over here in the top right portion of the map right now. You can also get an idea of like the size of the map, and it's kind of hard to tell right now, but if I were to kind of just walk or even just sprint right now for a little bit of a distance, you really don't see my character moving a whole lot on the map. So this hopefully gives you an idea of the scope and size of the map that we're dealing with. It's pretty massive, especially for 64 players being put on a server. So you can go for a while and maybe not even see anybody. For a good portion of time, maybe your base is kind of in this area where not many travelers are, and kind of keep it hidden there for a little bit. Eventually, over time, people are probably going to talk and realize that there is somebody living over here or just exploring and things like that. So that's the M button. We'll pull that up. The T button again. We showed you this earlier. That's that ragdoll. So how you can equip some of your items.